And we
Is
are
that hand
live.
as big as mine? Hello, Butts.
Robo has big hands, and you know what that means.
Wow. Hello, everyone.
He can
Bigger
hold a
finger.
lot of
Big
things.
fingerprints.
Big fingerprints.
No, she never needs pockets. She got hands.
Anyways, hello, everyone. Welcome on into this new episode of Ampistrano, episode 60, which is wild. Episode 60 is called Climbing Silver. Before we dive into today's episode, a very special thank you to our sponsors and affiliations, Found Familiar. Make sure to use D&D Jordan Lee and AmpistranoDND for a percentage off of your purchase, as it does help support the cast. Also, a very special thank you to Idol Champions. You can use the code below on the overlay, as well as in chat, to go and get an Electrum chest, which you can add to your game. So, we do have a couple quick announcements, and it's been a minute since we've had everyone here. So why don't we do a quick go around and say who you are and any announcements you may have for this next week. We're going to start with Dimples.
Oh, hi. I am Dimples and Dice. I will be playing Draven Tyborn. And Gribble! Announcements tonight at 7? Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing a one-shot called The Crowned over on the Playmats channel. You should come watch that too, if you're not done with me after today. And if I sound a little monotone, it's because I've been going to the gym and it has hurt me. And I am still hurting. I probably won't be able to get out of this chair, so this is where you're going to see me for the next few days. That's all I got.
Amazing. Thank you, Dimples. Sin.
Hi, I'm your resident sunflower being who was here only half an hour ago, imagine. But also, player of the games, producer of the games, and Blackstone, particularly today. Yeah, that's most of the things. You can find me wherever Kofi.com/D&D Jordan Lee supplies last.
Thank you, Sin. Robo.
I couldn't unmute. Sorry. It's me, RoboGoblin. You can find me everywhere at TTRP Gifts. If I sound a little monotone, it's because I was carrying a couch on my back. But I am announcing Games for Sudan. If you want to donate to that, it's 934 euros or $10, and you can get access to 41 TTRPG supplements, adventures, zines, and there's a lot of really every single game, every single supplement there. It's incredible. So if you want to do that, that's bit.ly/games4 Sudan, and you can get everything there. And if you actually donate $10, you'll be entering a giveaway of Outlaws for I forgot the name, but it's a big play booster packs for Magic the Gathering. So that's me.
Amazing. Thank you, Robo. And we'll jump over to April.
Hi, I'm April. I won't be sounding monotone today because I didn't do anything. My throat kind of hurts a little because I might have smoked too much, but that's beside the point. I play Aurea. I'm a monk. That's me. Oh wait, no, I have announcements. I'll be at Gen Con. Soon. That's soon. God, I hate announcements. And I got some games coming up. Got some people in here who are part of them. The announcements are coming soon. Yeah, that's me.
Amazing. Thank you, April. And Fair.
Hi, I'm Farron. I'll be playing Deodora Shadesun. Our pronouns are she, her. I do stuff and things, so just follow me on socials. I ain't got no announcements.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much. As a reminder, we use safety tools and content warnings throughout each game of Ampistrano, including doing multiple check-ins. As a content warning for this episode, we have deep and dark bodies of water, heightened levels of stress, descriptions of injured and slain individuals, existential crises, complex and complicated relationships, and romance. We at the Haven and Vale want you to be safe, so if you need to step away, please do. You and your safety matter. As a reminder, we are off next week, but make sure to tune in on Saturday, July 20th, for our 2-year celebration of this campaign. We will be doing a very special one-shot DM'd by the wonderful Dimples. That's right, I get to play versus DMing, and I am so excited. And this one-shot will be canon, so even better.
It'd be really funny if you didn't get to play. You're like, no, I just want the...
I'll just sit in the background running production.
I just want a day off, honestly. It's fine.
Okay, well, make sure to tune in for that, as well as if you are backing our Patreon, you'll get a special one-shot of who would win in a winner-takes-all fight between the Ampistrano cast. So this will be on our Patreon, going live in August. Plus we have some giveaways and stuff if we hit a certain number of patrons on our Patreon as well. Again, a reminder, all of that does help support this amazing cast. So yes, thank you very much. Hi, Salem. Reminder, we are very happy to be part of the Creators for Palestine event that Robo has put together. Our family we have been matched up with is the Karam family, who are trying to flee Gaza in order to start over in Seattle. They are, I believe, really, really getting close to that $50,000 goal, but every little bit helps. If you cannot give, please share out those links, as well as I did, thanks to Wicked, put together a lovely little command for Robo's Games for Sudan. So we do have that already in chat with the information as well, and the link to get all that. So yeah, let's see. Last but not least, we were nominated for the Crit Awards for Best Overlay. Again, congrats to all nominated and wishing the best of luck. If you'd like to cast your vote, you can type !CA in the chat, and a link to the voting form will pop up. Voting is live until tomorrow, so get your votes in now while you can. All right, y'all. Anything else before we get started? Okay, cool. And without further ado, let us go beyond the veil of Ampistrano. You went back
I'm
to
asking
sleep.
because we went to sleep.
Yeah, because remember the fight
Okay.
happened in the middle of the night. Welcome back, everybody.
I
The
clearly-
fight
I
happened
clearly
in the
don't
middle of the
remember, 'cause
night.
That's why I'm asking.
Yes, you long rested.
Okay.
And then you moved
I was only
forward.
asking because I had used some key points, but I wasn't able to mark them down on the sheet because it's not my sheet.
Yep.
Then it didn't happen.
Anyways. So, when last we left our adventurers, turn the music on. The group dealt with some spirits that followed Toby and the captain back to camp. After dispatching them and a brief discussion, everyone went back to sleep. As they awoke the next day, the group continued through the twisting and winding tunnels through the mountains before coming to a set of massive doors. Intricately crafted, the group found that it seemed to be unable to unlock it. After a few attempts by Blackstone, Deodora inspected the door further and found that one side held a semblance of shiftweave magic, along with carvings and sigils. Tapping into the shiftweave itself, Deodora saw that the Shiftweavian folk as well as the fairy folk had designed this door together, and only a Shiftweavian and a fairy could open it. Standing together, Aurea and Deodora touched the doors, and they opened, leading to a massive crystalline chamber. What drew the attention of our group was at the very center. Underneath a skylight in a crystalline case is the armor, along with a scroll with a silver ribbon wrapped around its center. There were also the presence of footprints, which had been there for about a week or so. The group was able to ascertain that this was not the armor they were looking for, but not before several of them were shoved backwards. As dusk gathered, a crystal flared to life, and a roar was heard, and that is where we pick up. Cribble and Aurea, as this blast of wind goes forward, you both are pushed back. Cribble is just barely able to hang on to the ledge of this platform, kind of clinging to their legs dangling off of the side. Aurea, you are sent into a spiral as this wind kind of whips you around for a bit. And you mentioned Toby was on your back, right?
Well, I'll let Toby make that decision.
Toby, would you?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so both Toby and Deodora are kind of spiraling through the air at this moment. So that is where we are picking up, as we are going to go ahead and roll initiative.
There it is. Stop it.
Didn't
Stop feeling
Deodora
bad.
grab Cribble to keep him from flying away?
What was that?
Didn't Deodora grab Cribble to keep him from flying away?
I do not recall, I'll be honest.
I remember doing that in a different session, but I don't remember last session at all.
I'm pretty sure that was the case, but
Okay, well, we can just have it then that Cribble is being held to by an Aurea, and Aurea has both Toby and Cribble then. Yeah.
Wait, Aurea or Deodora? I thought you said Deodora.
Deodora then.
Prince.
We can have it that Deodora is holding Cribble.
Well, no, I'm asking Prince what he said.
yes, it was Deodora, as I said.
Okay.
Holding Cribble by his scruff, just like a mama cat.
Make sure you got gloves on, otherwise you're gonna have that poison effect.
Poison.
Oh, gooey.
So Deodora then
We all wear gloves now.
we'll frame it that you were just able to grab Cribble before he was about to go off the ledge then. Okay. 2025.
21.
21. Okay. Perfect. All right. So, what you see rising before you as you are blasted with this wind, light, and darkness, the dust begins to form together into, you see, talons and wings spreading out, eventually turning into this large spectral spiritual dragon that is emitting this massive roar throughout the chamber that kind of reverberates around you. It is going to head and going to make an attack because it did roll one higher than you, Deodora, but you are next. It is going to make 3 attacks on you. First one is a 19,
That hits.
17.
Misses. Riposte.
Okay, go for it.
It does a 16 hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay, I'll ask superiority die and make that a
Go for
precision attack so that I can try to hit. Does an 18 hit?
18 does not hit.
Okay.
Nope.
I miss.
So I imagine you're kind of just swinging with your sword, and it kind of just reverberates off of the dragon itself, just not quite hitting where it needs to be. And the last one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, give me 1 second. That is going to be that is going to be 12 points of... I'm sorry, did the math incorrect. 22 points of piercing damage as it just swipes down with its claw on you, embedding its claw right into you where your shoulder and your kind of neck is meeting, dealing that damage, finding a sensitive point where the armor is.
You said 22?
Yes, 22.
Is that total for both?
Yes.
Okay, -4 because of my armor, so 18.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. That is it for the dragon. Diodora, you're up. Then it's
Okay,
the lair
I'm just
and then
gonna go ahead.
Cribble and Tyborn.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. I have Sparky flanking.
Sounds good.
Oh my god, I can't roll for shit right now. I missed. I missed again. I'll have Sparky go.
Okay.
Okay. Thank God for Sparky. That is an 18 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
I'm gonna use a spear. I'm gonna use an inspiration on Sparky.
Go for it.
I would have used it on mine, but it wasn't gonna fucking. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, great. That's 7 damage. Do you mind if I use inspiration on my other two attacks?
Go
Because
for it.
I got, like, I think one wasn't 16, so if I use an inspiration, I could hit.
That'll be a D12. Yeah, go for it. That's fine.
19. Does a 19 hit?
19 just misses.
Just misses.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. Theodora eats shit. That's my turn.
That's not allowed, ma'am. I need you to roll that back. 19 should hit.
Sorry. It doesn't. I think you're at that moment, Diodora, you're like half Cribble in one hand trying to make sure you didn't fly off, and there's just too much kind of happening in the room, so you're slightly distracted. Okay. Alright. Anything else you wish to do at this time?
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. And then can I go ahead and have one of you roll a D100 for me, please? Okay.
$58.
58. Okay. All right. Tyborn, you feel a bit of energy coursing through you. Go ahead and add 10 spirit hit points, temporary. As the room seems to pulse with this magic, the crystals lighting up around the chamber, the amethyst, teal, all of it, and imbuing into Tyborn for a quick moment. So you get 10 temporary spirit hit points that you'll be able to use at this time. Wonderful, as it actually turns to Cribble and Draven's turn.
Okay. So a big spirit dragon thingamabobber. That's what we're fighting. All right, let's set this thing up. Cribble is going to... use Guiding Bolt, I think. Yeah. We'll do that at the level 3. So 25 to hit.
That hits.
Ugh. I rolled double ones on my level up damage. That's garbage. All right. Well, 17 radiant damage.
17 radiant. Wonderful. What does it look like as you're hitting this kind of spectral dragon? Looking somewhat similar to the one that you fought in the druid glade, although a little bit different. But some things of note that I will let everyone know about. It's not just solid silver and spectral energy. There's darkness that is coming off of it. Every now there is a pulsation of teal that seems to kind of pour through it. And you can kind of see that there are times where the dragon seems to be struggling a little bit, almost unsure of what exactly to do. There's an inner battle of sorts happening. There was a hesitation when it went to attack Deodora in the first place. So you do, I would say, note that, but it is kind of risen up and almost just looking like a mist constantly falling around from its wings.
Cribble does not hesitate. Cribble does the anime bullshit, kind of like climbing up Deodora's hand, arm, all the way onto the head, and then just jumps up, like split jump, and then you just see this ball of energy come out of him and just like, get dumped! And then the ball just smashed onto this dragon's head.
Wonderful.
Is it like Rain of Fire? Like Rain of Fire when he jumps? Okay, never mind. It's a movie. Dragons.
I've never actually watched that movie. Some people
What?
suggested it to me. I've never watched it. I probably love it.
You will within the next week.
I've also never seen it.
I can't. You will now also have to do it at the end of the week.
Anyway.
One seat alone.
Yeah, Cribble just
it.
eats it, and then Draven's going to follow up with a swing of the sword. Is going to move in close.
Okay. And question again to remind me, is your sword magical or not magical?
Oof. Well, in that case, now that you're asking that question, I'm not going to use the sword. I'm going to use my trident of fish command, which is magical.
Figured as much.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, nice. There you go.
All right, so max is 11.
Okay.
Plus 11 plus 9. So 20 magical piercing damage.
Love it.
So you just see Draven just sort of go in with the trident, and then Cribble's going to follow me back up again.
Okay.
With my bonus action, he's going to take a swing with his mace. This is not magical, but I only got so much.
Understood.
16 is not going to hit, so...
Nope, 16. It just
Cribble
reflects off
tried.
of the shell of this dragon. With Cribble's attack, you see it taking the damage from that radiant, but not as much as probably Cribble was expected. But it does take the brunt force of that natural 20 that you did. So
not too... Okay. Resistant to radiant, potentially. Got it.
Wonderful. Anything else you wish to do?
Nope, that's my action, my bonus action. Cribble's turn. We're all done.
Wonderful. Blackstone, you're up. Toby, you're on deck.
So I think seeing that hesitation from the dragon when attacking just people in general, I would like to do a shenanigan.
Okay.
I like to do a shenanigan. How best to do said shenanigan? I think we're gonna spend. I think we're going to spend. We're gonna spend spirit points for shenanigans. I would like to spend 10 of them, and I I would like to make an arrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire it from the short bow, and I'm going to try to use this to kind of connect with said creature in the same way that I connected with like Sam. Like however many, like what? That's like a season or two ago now. So
Yeah, almost 2 years ago at this point.
what do I need to roll for you for that?
So you'll just roll to hit. And you can
Let's hope.
add your spirit roll to it as well.
Okay, so the base roll is a 23 to hit.
That hits, yes.
Okay. So, what do I see when I connect with this creature? I'm trying to find what the source of its conflict is.
What does it look like versus that arrow as you're casting it and then shooting it off? We'll pan that together with like the camera and everything.
Okay, so what you see is Blackstone pull out the short bow that has been made for them. And you see them like move like they're about to knock an arrow, but there isn't one, and you just see like a whole bunch of like cobalt blue little beams of energy coalesce into an arrow. The arrow is long and slender, but has this giant tail of flame on the back.
And as that connects, if you'll allow me, I imagine it looks almost like lightning kind of spreading around the dragon for a moment, and all of you see this kind of steady mist that's been kind of pouring off of this dragon with that spectral energy almost cease for a moment, as if the signal has been disrupted. Blackstone, I need you to make a spirit saving throw for me, please.
Okay. A spirit saving throw. So what do I use for that?
So you'll use your spirit. You should have for you, I believe it's going to be a +9.
Okay. Give me a second. That is going to be a total of 20.
20. Okay. Because basically this is similar to what was happening with Sam when you were trying to make that connection. Although Sam, even in his complicated state that he was in, he was seeking help. So he was a little bit more lenient to kind of step aside a little bit of his spirit to allow someone else to come in as he was grasping onto something. This is you are going up against a brick wall, and it is incredibly difficult to do. This is something ancient. This is something older, not older than time itself, but indeed has been here probably longer than this chamber has been here in this mountain. You get not words, but images of darkness. You feel this deep-rooted anger that's not your own. But you also get senses of protect, pain, and that something is very wrong. But as to the specifics of that, all of that seems to be, as soon as you kind of lash onto one thing, it's almost like constantly shifting scales. Everything keeps moving around. And it's not thinking in terms of words, but in images and emotions. Reason's been kind of pulled away from this dragon.
Okay. I think when I make those connections, I just explain to everybody it's corrupted. Well, sort of. It's trying to fight back. I don't know if it knows how.
Let's help it then.
Anything else you wish to...
Blackstone, I'll take your lead.
I like that was an action. I think for anything else, I am going to. I think if I'm going to do anything here, probably. Can I dodge as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yes, you're a rogue. It's part of
Yeah.
your cunning.
Then
Or you
yeah,
can
I
at
will
least
do.
Yeah, rogues
Rogues
can
can,
dodge and
yeah.
disengage.
Yeah.
I will do that instead for the time being, and just kind of like see if we can figure out what to do here.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. We shift over then to Toby. Oreo, you're on deck, and then we're back at the top of the order.
Do I sense any undeadness from this dragon?
Why don't you make a spirit check for me?
Close to 19.
19. The dragon itself is just made of spirit, which it's somewhat complicated with undead because it is essentially the soul of a dragon is here.
Okay.
Its body isn't, if you're looking for more specifics, but its soul is here.
I'm gonna do shenanigans too. Then I'm gonna grab a diamond and I'm gonna light it up on fire. I'm just gonna run at this dragon and I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration once I touch them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add 20 spirit points.
Okay. Sounds good. Can you go ahead and make a spirit savings throw for me, please?
Or his free action to give Toby a little toss onto the platform.
Yeah.
Natty 20
Toby
plus
Todd.
2, 22.
Yay!
Interesting. Love it. Okay. So what does it look like as Oreo is kind of just flinging you at the... You're kind of...
I just basically flying squirrel over the way to the dragon. Kind of glide over, and as soon as I touch it, it just looks like a Kamehameha out of diamond energy coming through. I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z, so...
No. Really? Amazing. Okay, so you connect with this dragon, and on impact, the diamond shatters. And you see it almost like it's coalescing into the dust around it. Melding with the dragon, you see it almost spiraling up, making everything a little bit lighter, the teal fading away for a moment, as it looks like. And you see what looks like the kind of red out eyes of this dragon for a moment clear. And look at you. What languages do you speak, Toby?
Gnomish, Gordashia, and what is it? Yeah. The speak with the mind thing. Telepathy.
Telepathy. Okay. So you hear in your mind a series of words that don't seem to have any meaning for you. You don't seem to understand them. And the voice you hear in itself, it sounds like wind moving through tree branches. The chorus of them all together, almost like whispers.
Mm-hmm. Does it make any sense for Toby?
Nope.
Can I replicate those sounds, or?
You can yeah, well, it's kind of like when you're learning a different, language or trying a new thing. Yes, you can kind of parrot it back to the group.
Yeah, you accidentally open the Duolingo app on your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The owl is very unhappy with you. We haven't stopped for a 5-minute break in a couple days.
Yeah.
He's making you feel
It's-
guilty.
It's sending you guilt-trippy notifications now.
Um,
It's sending you guilt-trippy notifications now.
I'm gonna do. 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 I'm g Okay, I'm gonna replicate or try to replicate those sounds, and I'm gonna say them out loud
Okay.
for anyone to hear. Hopefully, one of them knows them.
Okay. Blackstone, you would know this. It's Falkian. Mixture of Falkian and other languages that have kind of been married and pulled together. Trying to just grasp onto anyone that might understand what it's trying to say. So it's kind of flipping dialects and accents, trying to find something. You get the translation of the words, which are help, first and foremost, as well as someone was here trying to fight. We need to destroy the corruption. And you get, at that moment, I'll say the dragon kind of shifts its head, kind of seeing some recognition, kind of flickering in Blackstone's kind of demeanor as those words are kind of hitting. You see the dragon kind of move its head around the chamber, pausing at the teal crystals. That's all you get in that turn, in that 6 seconds of time, or
So-
whatever it may be.
At that point, like, getting that bit of recognition, Blackstone just points at the teal stones on the, like, teal crystals on the wall and says, "There, that's it."
All right. Anything else you wish to do with your turn, Toby?
I'm gonna point at Bolita, and Bolita's gonna throw a fire feather at one of the crystals.
Okay.
At the east one. At the 10 o'clock one? 10
Okay.
o'clock.
Yeah, that works.
And just gonna throw it. So 24 to hit. 24 to hit.
24, sorry. I only heard was the 4, and I was like, oh, that's not going to hit. 24 does hit.
Okay. And that's okay. 6, 8. Woo! 14 fire damage to the 10 o'clock news.
Okay. You see the fire exploding across the teal gem. Nothing happens.
Bolita's all spirit too.
Spirit. Okay. How much of that was spirit then?
5.
5.
I think is-
Okay. Let's see. You see for a moment the crystal kind of impacts from that, but melds back together.
Okay, cool. And that's my turn.
All right.
But
Oria.
I do say, it's gonna need a lot of spirit magic to destroy one of the crystals.
All right.
That's it.
Oria, you are up. Then it's the dragon. Diodora, you're on deck.
Okay. My entire turn has changed in knowing what has been said. Okay. So which way did it shove me off of the platform? So I if it did push me away, I would be closer to one of the walls now.
Correct. You went backwards. So you went
So
towards
north?
South.
South. Okay, so towards the doors we came in.
Yes.
How far apart are each of these crystals?
Each of the crystals are about 50 feet apart.
Really? I'll God damn it! Sorry. My cats are fucking on one. Hold on, I gotta go pick
All good. You see Oria in this moment as the camera is panning, in this moment as Oreo's kind of focusing, looking between the crystals and trying to figure out her next move.
Sorry, they pulled a nail out of the wall. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to play
get
with
that.
the nails in the walls. I'm gonna just hit with my staff the teal crystal closest to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna
you
whack
have
it.
Your pick, the one on the yeah, I got it. Never
Well,
mind.
the one that it sent me towards, so it would be
Yes.
the yeah.
Go for it.
The first hit is 25.
That hits.
For 13.
Okay.
Second hit is for 23.
Okay.
For 5, 10.
10 damage.
And it still looks, yeah,
Okay.
it still looks fine and everything.
Yeah, you're seeing kind of similar to
should've-
what happened with Toby. Each of the hits, it takes the damage, but then it seems to reform, almost like nothing is wrong with
I should have
it.
asked this before I started hitting it. What is it in a thing? Is it sitting on top of something?
No, it's literally
Is it embedded into the wall?
Yeah, it's embedded
Okay.
into the wall.
So it's not something I can just like pick up and throw into
Correct.
the pit.
Yeah, and it's massive. It's
okay.
a massive crystal. It's about the size of Deodora in the wall, basically. It's an entire person in the wall. It's not one of those
bonus
small ones
action.
you've been picking up.
This might be a bad idea. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
For 24.
Okay.
For 8 damage, and then 13 to hit.
To hit, misses.
Okay. More importantly, I'm gonna try to poof.
Okay.
Come on, poofin'. Fuck, I didn't poof. I'm out of things to do now.
Okay.
That is the end of my
and
turn.
Again, you see the crystal taking the damage, and it's chipping away, but almost as if the crystal reforms, almost solidifying back into solid. All right. We move back up with the dragon, who is gotta make a save. Okay, it did save. It is gonna go ahead, and you see it as it has gotten clarity, shifting eyes to behind it to the tunnels, where you see coming from the tunnels are now almost like blackened tornadoes, looking very much like those spirits you fought on the side of the mountain that have now come into the chamber. 2 of them are those tornadoes. 2 of them look like individuals wearing blackened clothing, skeletal hands at their sides, and wearing what appears to be this kind of teal and black satchel kind of bag that goes around them. Sorry, just saw the zoom. As it turns its attention towards the 2 of them. And in Felkian again, Blackstone, you hear a little bit of panic in this dragon's voice. Which is strange to kind of hear. But instead of pushing forward to attack these individuals that just came in, there are 4 of them in total, it backs up, moving behind all of you and kind of gearing up to attack, but trying to get that space.
He knows he needs a wide breath for cones, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'm glad the dragon can count in feet. It's great.
Yeah. Just moving back.
I'm glad
but
the dragon is metagaming a little bit.
A little bit, maybe.
Like, I didn't move back.
That, I would actually say more so, Blackstone, you're getting the sense of, like, need to stay away from them or could potentially get corrupted again. So it's more so just trying to keep any kind of space that it can. It can't move out of here. The tunnels are too small for it. So it's basically trapped in here. So
All right. How wide is the tunnel?
the tunnels aren't that big. They're like 10 feet or so height and width.
Jordan, I didn't want to. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah,
Did
you're so
anything happen to Oria when she touched the gem? Because she punched it, so I would have made
Nope.
contact.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, cool. I didn't. Last time I touched a gem, I fell out of the sky, so
No.
I got scared.
It's almost like the gem does not care.
Oh, cool. Apathetic jewelry. I get it.
like,
Okay.
it's got bigger concerns right now, and maybe most of its energy is going towards the dragon, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, it did not do anything to you at this current time, at least. So, okay, that is true.
So don't touch it again.
That is up to you. So, all right, we're gonna move over to Diodora.
Okay, so was this like whole stay away from the new creatures communicated to everyone, or?
I think it's one of those, you just see the dragon backing up when the creatures come into the room, and you're just like, hold up.
It
And
said
it's one of those,
something
you
to
can see those.
Blackstone, so
Blackstone hasn't
Okay.
said anything yet. I think that would be like a flicker of recognition, and it would be like, this creature doesn't like those, whatever they are.
Okay. I will go towards the crystal that Oria's. Can I get to the one that Oria's
it's
been?
up high. Oria had to fly
Oh,
up. Yeah.
So no.
No.
I'll go to the one that maybe Toby's that Bolita threw a feather at, I guess. And I guess I'll just attack it with my blade. Hopefully I fucking hit. Does an 18 hit?
You're hitting the one of the creatures that just came in, correct? Sorry.
No, I mean hitting a crystal.
Hitting a crystal. It hits. It does.
Okay. I also just realized, because it's not on my sword, it's on my armor, I have not been doing my extra d6 of spirit, or of shift weave damage these past couple fights. So let's correct that now.
Lots to
That's gonna
remember.
be five shift weave damage,
Okay.
and then 5 regular damage plus whatever the fuck my thing is. So that's 15 damage total.
Okay.
I'm also going to use the charges in my sword, the spirit charges, to also damage it. So that's 20 damage total
Okay.
on that first
Can you
hit.
make a dexterity savings throw?
5.
5. As soon as your blade with that shift weave-in magic connects with the crystal, you go flying backwards about 20 feet, slamming against the ground. Go ahead and take 5 bludgeoning damage as you were just kind of slammed against basically
So
the
3
backside.
bludgeoning damage.
What was that?
3 bludgeoning damage because of my
Yes.
armor.
Yes.
Okay, Diodora stands up, shakes it off. I'm in a bonus action shift, so I get some temp HP, and I'll roll that off my turn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run back at this thing and hit it again.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm rolling so poorly. I'm using inspiration. Fucking math. Does a 15 hit?
15 just misses.
Precision attack.
Okay.
My superior die. Plus 7. Does a 22
Yes.
hit?
Yeah, the DC for the crystals, just so y'all know, is a 17. You're looking for a 17.
Okay. So in total, that's 8, 10, 15 damage.
Okay.
Some of that is shift weave, so go ahead and let me do my dex save.
Yep.
21.
21. Okay, you're able to hold your ground, but similar to what you were seeing Aurea doing, it's taking those hits, but it's reforming again. Almost like nothing happened.
Can I do like some kind of like check to see like why it's not taking this kind of damage, like any of the damage?
Sure. What kind of check would you like to do?
Let me look at what I got. I would like to use maybe an insight check.
Insight. You could do investigation. You could do a shick weave. You could do an arcana. You could do a religion.
I'll do a shift weave check.
Okay.
Um, 15.
15. You get the sense that the magic that's encased in these crystals and seems to be holding it together isn't the type of damage that you're normally used to, or the magic that does a lot of damage to other beings. In fact, looking around, it's been a long time, but this is, or is part of, a Shiftweavian temple, which that is about knowledge and sometimes healing through that knowledge.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that right now because I already used my bonus action. So,
Sure.
I'm not gonna have Sparky attack. I'm just gonna have Sparky. Sparky's just gonna stay in like flanking position with me and Aurea, with Toby. For now. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Wonderful. Next up is the lair. Can I get one of you to please roll a D100 for me, please?
Then you on that one? Okay.
27.
27.
Everyone levels up.
So, Blackstone, similar to Tyborn, you feel the energies around the room focusing on you for a moment. And I need you to mark off 12 points of spirit points from your total. As
Wait,
you
from
feel
my current
that
total or
energy
maximum?
being pulled out of you.
You can't do that to the people who actually use spirit points. Do that to Aurea. Don't do it to Blackstone.
I rolled for it. I rolled to see which one it was going to focus on, and it rolled on Blackstone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So you feel the energy. All of you would see this too, being pulled from Blackstone and siphoned around the room into those crystals that Deodora and Aurea have been kind of trying to damage, almost speeding up the healing process of it. That's it for its turn, as we now move over to Cribble and Draven.
So Cribble and Draven have no fucking idea what shit's going on right now. There's a dragon that seems like it's nice-ish now. My friends are hitting crystals that are healing themselves or yeeting them once they try to hit it. And I have a trident that can help me speak to fish. And a frog that apparently his radiant damage is not doing all that well.
You
So-
also now have, there's four specters that just came into the room from those tunnels.
Yeah. So, yeah, this seems like the simplest thing for me to understand is some random fucking creepy creatures came in here, and we should probably eliminate them. So, Cribble and I are going to take that mission on.
Okay.
So, another spirit bomb. I mean, already. We're going to do another guiding bolt.
Sounds good.
27.
27 hits, yeah.
That is going to be 17 radiant damage to the closest
Okay.
one
Perfect.
that we see.
Sounds good. What does it look like as you were doing your radiant damage?
Just more anime bullshit. He's like fucking Hadokening just like fucking twisting in the air and just cribble splash.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. Perfect. And you see as it kind of smashes through, you see it kind of blasts this this kind of blackened tornado of energy, almost like completely taking out a portion of it from where the blast just came through, and it starts to singe around the edges from where that guiding bolt came through, trying to reform but having some difficulty. Incredible.
I don't really have anything to do with my bonus action, so Draven's just gonna fucking Naruto run down into this thing's face and then twist the blade and just try to gut it.
All right. Love it.
Whatever's left of it. So,
Tideborn, you'd be faster if you use your arms.
I am using my arms.
No, we'll discuss running
I'm
later.
very aerodynamic right now. That is another nat 20. How about
Let's
that?
go.
So,
Damn, we all need to be Naruto running, I guess.
I guess.
Never mind, I take that back. That seemed to work very well. Can you teach me that later?
am I doing my math wrong? I am doing my math wrong. So 11 plus 9, so another
21?
no,
20.
20.
20 damage.
20. Okay. I can't do math. It's fine. Amazing. Perfect.
I think for my bonus action, we're not going to have Cribble attack again this time because Cribble's melee attack is garbage. So instead, I'm going to use one of my die and let's see, I can do. Sorry, just a sec. I'm trying to find where the ability is.
No worries. We'll say like the camera's slowing down just as you're like shoving the sword kind of through this thing.
Mm-hmm. And then I will use my bonus die to use brace.
Okay.
So anyone who can hear me is going to get a D8 to their next saving throw.
Wonderful.
So that D8, I rolled a 1. What can you do?
Hey, that one may make
You get a +1 to your next saving throws.
Woo!
Hey, it's something. Amazing. Anything else you wish to do at this time?
That's all I have.
All right. Next, we're gonna move to those special figures that just came in. The one that you attacked, it kind of turns to you, and you just see these kind of red eyes amidst this tornado of energy around this revenant, looking very almost elemental with just the amount of undead that is rolling off of this thing. And just looking very bored at you before it is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against you. That is going to be 16, which I think misses.
Yep.
An 18.
That hits.
Okay. And that is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage as it comes in with what appears to be this kind of small hammer kind of manifesting in its hand, and it just kind of raises it or kind of moves around in this almost clockwise motion, coming under you and uppercutting, sending you slightly backwards a little bit as that happens. And kind
Does
of
this
turning-
affect those temp spirit points that I got?
No, this is regular
Okay.
bludgeoning damage. It did not do.
You said
spirit
how much?
damage
What
to
was it? Damage?
you. It was, I believe, 14. I moved my
13.
die.
13.
13. Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, it will not impact your spirit points with that one.
Okay.
And it just kind of looks bored. The other three are going to kind of lock on to, at first you see them focus on the dragon, and then it draws its attention downwards towards, it looks like it's going to go towards Blackstone. So, pull back up. Let's see. Does a 22 to hit?
So that 22, let me see. You know
Remember,
what?
you did take a bonus action to Uncanny Dodge.
I did, so they have to roll that at disadvantage.
Yep. That is going to be a 17.
That hits.
Okay. Second one is going to be a 14, which I think misses.
It does.
The other one is going to also attack. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Is that also a disadvantage?
Now it is. I forgot. That is going to be a 12.
Okay, that misses.
Okay. That one also misses. That is a 22. And yes, that was with disadvantage.
So it rolled a... Oh, okay, it rolled a 22 with disadvantage.
Yeah. The other one it rolled was a 25.
Okay. Yep, let's make that a 6.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
With that, can you go ahead and make a strength savings throw?
strength saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, my favorite. I'm bad at these. Oh, I'm especially bad at this one. That is a nat 1 on that
Nat
strength
1.
saving throw.
Okay. With
Damn.
that first
My +1 does not help you.
No.
Not at all.
You feel from the very first attack coming in, the one that kind of just caught you a little bit off guard. It's almost like the wind, again, this other tornado kind of wraps its energy around you as you do take, it looks like 9 points of damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
The other one that hit, you feel kind of this resistance for a moment before a teal kind of gem pin gets placed upon your chest. And it doesn't just, like a needle when you're kind of wearing a little pin at a... No, this thing attaches to you. You feel it permeating through your armor and latching onto your chest.
Not malwared.
Without consent?
He just plugged in a jump drive and they didn't even check.
Somebody run Bit Defender real quick.
And from your mind, Blackstone, you hear Carmen's voice. And this shock of electricity, of fear, goes pulsing through you. As in your mind for a moment, Carmen flashes in your mind and is now being drawn into this crystal. That's it for their turns. Blackstone, it is actually now your turn.
Okay, how close together are these creatures?
All three of them are direct. They made a beeline for you. The three that were not... one is engaged with Tideborn. The other three immediately beelined towards you.
How far away is Tideborn?
Tideborn, I would say, is about 20, 25 feet back. Not that far.
Okay. So everybody's all together. Like I could Okay, so basically I'm trying to get an idea of could I draw a straight line through the room and who would be on what side of that line?
So we had Aurea head backwards. Theodora
Okay.
also headed to the side. Toby also headed to another side. And then Tyboard and Cribble are kind of in front of you. The dragon is also behind you.
Okay.
And you're currently being grappled by one of the kind of revenants that's grabbed you. Basically, one held you and the other one placed that gem onto you.
Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to do is take a bonus action to Misty Step to Tideborn.
Okay.
Which is cool because I do not have to be able to move to do that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not saying anything because it works. So, yeah.
And then I'm going to draw a sword. I am going to make a line between myself and where, like, basically try to make a line between myself and Tideborn where we are and where those creatures are. I need to know how wide the room is that we're in.
The
It's a
room-
tunnel, right? It's just like not too terribly big.
No, this room is massive. It's a massive room. It's got a domed kind of ceiling with this pinpoint of light coming in, probably from the top of the mountain. So this room in itself, it's cavernous. I would say from side to side, like 500-600 feet. The ceiling itself rises up another 500 feet or so.
Okay, from side to side, it's like 600 feet.
Yeah, it's a massive room. Especially compared to the tight tunnels that you've been kind of moving through over the last couple days. Toby, you're on
Okay.
deck.
I think between like from what I saw when it took, like when we did a thing, it took radiant damage and did not enjoy it, these creatures.
Yeah, it took the damage.
Okay.
And you see it trying to reform. The one that Cribble and Tyborn have been working on, trying to reform, but it's you kind of learned that too from the last encounter. It took a lot of radiant, and it seemed to be susceptible to it.
So when I draw that line with the sword, there is a light. It is like a combination of both like this pearlescent gold light and runes that follow the trail that the sword has before a giant wall springs into existence. And I need each of those creatures to make a not a dexterity, but a con saving throw.
17, 19, and 12.
Okay, the one who made a 19 is now going to make a 4.
Okay.
So those creatures take. Hold on, let me roll the thing. All of those, everyone who did not save takes 20 radiant damage.
Okay.
And the one who saved takes half of that damage. I think that's the one who made the 17.
Yeah.
Also, for the ones who did not save, they cannot see for a minute.
Perfect. Okay. Amazing. All right. That wall shows up and immediately you see and kind of hear them screeching as that radiant power takes over. Anything else you wish to do?
Actually, I'm gonna ask this question
Sure.
because this is important, right? Does that, well, I guess a couple of things because of how this is worded.
Yeah.
A couple of things. One, that crystal,
Yes.
that's currently embedded in me, does that respond to that radiant damage?
No.
Okay. That's probably dramatic, and I should not do it right now anyway. So,
You saying that has me concerned, I'm gonna be honest. So
to be fair, it should. So, I'm going to end my turn right there.
perfect. All right, Toby, you are up. Oreo, you're on deck.
Okay. Do the crystal look magic or is it more spiritual shit?
You can do a spirit check
Or
or
arcana? check?
arcana. Yep, you can do either.
Okay, I'm gonna do arcana. That's a
Oh.
25.
25. And that was with arcana, correct?
Correcto.
Perfect. So, with that, these crystals. Well, here, let me ask this. What exactly are you trying to? You mentioned spirit bullshit, but what exactly are you trying to kind of gather from that?
If I can dispel this kind of magic.
Got it. Okay. With that, you can kind of similarly to what you did with the dragon. It seems like you could do something temporarily. But you could certainly try, but there is also, and you do get a flash of memory to when you were back in Illipin and it seemed to eat magic
Okay. Got it.
instead.
Thank you.
So it could offer a moment of reprieve, but more likely than not, it's going to just eat your magic.
And you said that there are 4 specters and there are 4 teal crystals.
Correct.
Do they have the same kind of energy
Mm-hmm.
flowing through them?
Somewhat, yeah. The
Okay.
crystals, I'll say this, have more presence of shift weaving and fairy magic, being they were the ones that created this whole chamber. You do get an essence of druidic, whereas the revenants, you're getting pure corrupted crystalline magic and tampered spirit magic with that.
Well, who has the druidic magic?
Druidic is also the crystals because they are embedded within the wall. So it basically melded stone and gem together. Because it wasn't just placed, it's literally a part, it is the wall, it's part of it.
It is the wall?
Yeah, it's part of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. So the lack embedded in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
This might be kind of ridiculous. But okay. I'm just gonna call lightning
Okay.
one of the crystals. The 10 o'clock news
Okay.
crystal. And you gotta make a DC. That's 15.
Okay.
But it's a crystal, so it doesn't pass.
Alright.
Right.
Let me look. I'm going through all my notes. Hang on. Let's see. You said lightning damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And how much was that?
It's a 4th level, so 35 lightning damage.
Okay. So 35 lightning damage to the crystal that's again embedded in the wall. You do see as the kind of tendrils of lightning fluctuate around it, and it does seem to take that damage, but then ever so slowly starts to move back together.
Before it actually moves back together, Belith is going to shoot a fire arrow.
Go for it.
That's 19 to hit.
That hits.
Let's see. 12 fire damage.
Okay. Again, similarly, it takes that damage additional. You see literally chunks of this crystal coming off and then forming back together.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, we move over to Aurea.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
The thing that was attached to Blackstone, did we see that happen?
You were in the back, kind of facing away from Blackstone, so that's up to you if you would have darted a glance backwards and in between everything that was happening.
I want to say yes only because I would spend my turn now trying to remove the thing from Blackstone.
Got it.
Wait,
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I was-
is
There's
it one?
a
Hold on, I just realized the music.
No, I
Is
was-
a one-winged
I was-
angel showing up?
No.
I
was
got
going
way
to
more
say-
scared all of a sudden.
I think you would see magic happening, but you would definitely see Blackstone, like, there is this, like, weird unidentified thing and probably having a hand on it. And you would be like,
I'm
that's not a normal way for
Yeah,
Blackstone to
I would
be
say
standing.
that then. And you do kind of
Blackstone doesn't clutch their pearls the entire battle, so I'm gonna go try to help Blackstone out.
Okay. All right. Fly over
I
there.
don't know what I need to roll.
Well,
Yeah.
he's clear. How much fly speed do you have?
I have like 50.
Okay, yeah, you'll get there. Cool.
If you come over there, I think the first thing they're going to tell you is be careful. It's one of those things.
Hush, I'm never Kethel. And I'm just gonna.
Well, you can't punch it. That will actually hurt me.
I'm not gonna punch you. Calm down. Gonna try
Gonna
to
roundhouse kick you. It's
Exactly.
different.
It's
different.
different. I'm gonna slap you a bunch. Just like pat it out of your back. Yeah, I don't know what I need to roll or what I could do to try to do this.
Okay, so
is
what
it
exactly
like
are you trying to do?
I mean, you can
rip it
ask,
out of
you
his
can-
chest?
You
Okay,
can
so you're
ask.
gonna try and wrench it out?
Blackstone, I think I could just pop it off. Like shove a dagger underneath and just like pop it off.
I don't know if that is going to be helpful.
You can roll
This
to
is
hit.
This is a situation that deals with spiritual energy. You'll probably need a fair bit of it to get this unattached, or at least to put a dent in it. So
Oh, okay. I have an idea.
Gotta charge up
Seems
for
like-
like 3 turns like Dragon Ball.
I suppose I could attempt to help.
Well, no, I have an idea. It might be the worst idea, and it would only work if I can poof. But I don't want to flurry of blows you. Can I attempt to flurry of blows the I gotta hit it first. Shit, that spends my entire action then. And so what I was trying to do is poof into to where I go and try to see if it still was in there.
Yeah, you were gonna try and poof and bring it
Yeah.
with you. Keep on, you would be bringing it into the veil then.
I would probably drag Blackstone with me
Got it.
if it's
Okay.
attached to Blackstone. And last time it hurt Blackstone a lot when I dragged Blackstone with me.
Well, it did a little bit, but do you understand what you were saying? You're going to take a soul-eating crystal into a place that is populated with souls. Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm gonna spirit punch the crystal in Blackstone's chest because I'm out of ideas.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Stand very still.
I will do my best.
19.
Okay. 19 does hit.
I will tell you you don't miss me.
I want to do like the one knuckle out, like the knuckle punch, so I don't think instead of hitting you. And I am going to dump. I gotta roll damage. That is 7 bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to hit it for 15 points of soul. And tell me what that looks like, if
Okay.
it does anything.
Okay. All right.
Get a
So
calculator.
you're. Are you just kind of like, real quick, just kind of, or what does it look like?
No, I think Oria's face, as Blackstone's like trying to tell Oria like logical things to help. Oria's not logical. She skipped every cleric class. Like that's part of the reason she's a monk. She was not allowed to go back. She made a problem. She's like, I don't know. She hits it, and she just hits it. But as she's doing that, she is begging for help from the veil because she almost dragged it in there. So if you don't want this to come with me, you better help. Kind of thing.
Okay.
Don't make me do this.
Don't make me
just a-
bring this thing into the weed.
Just
Wonderful.
a slight threat. Just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
slightly.
Come on.
gaslighting and helping you.
Okay.
Like,
You-
if you let me bring this in there, it's your fault.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
if this comes with me, it's on you.
You punch, and Blackstone, go ahead and take away 7 hit points as you take the
Okay.
bludgeoning damage
Okay.
from that. It feels like you are being just bombarded in the chest, but also your very soul is getting punched, as well as Carmen's. Or you do see that it takes that damage, the spirit damage.
Did it look like if I did that exact same thing again, it would destroy this thing?
You can certainly try.
Or do I need more?
More what exactly?
Do I need to do more damage?
You can certainly
Like-
try. Yeah, it's not reforming.
Okay, you keep
like
saying that, but like, is it like
Yeah.
I hit it and like nothing happened?
No,
Or-
like there was no energy out. It took the damage and it didn't reform. Not like the other crystals around
Okay.
the room. It is dented.
then I hit it again.
Okay.
Oh, 28 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
9 points of bludgeoning damage, and this time I'm going to Blackstone. I need you to save us from this place, and I'm going to dump 30 points of spirit damage into this to destroy it, so we can free Blackstone.
Okay. Okay.
Blackstone's the one who knows how to use spirit. Oria doesn't think she does, and is going to use her spirit to force his spirit to save us.
Okay.
You will save us, or we will all die. It is on your fault. So stop this possession thing, and just, you always know how to make the arrows to the spirit thing, so I need you to please tell us how to do that. And then just punch them again in the
Okay.
chest.
All right. Go ahead and take that 9 again, Blackstone. And again,
I
you see
did.
the crystal taking that damage. It is still holding for the moment. But it does look
This is-
markedly broken.
Is there a way I can assist or like amplify the damage that Ori is trying to do?
Not
Okay,
this
because Ori
time
blows
because it's
down
not
on
your
you.
turn. With that would have you have to do something, if that were the case. But you can certainly try something on your turn.
I'll
Okay.
flurry of blows him in the chest now.
Okay.
And this is the only thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep punching Blackstone. I can hit Blackstone so much better than I can hit anything else in this game. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 8. And then I'll pump in another 5 more points of spirit.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So with that, go ahead and take that bludgeoning damage, Blackstone. As your
Blackstone.
fist connects the gem itself, you can feel it lifting out of view Blackstone as it shatters and falls to the ground in pieces. It's off you.
As it shatters,
There.
or he's like, "Oh, good. I'm just taking that now," and I'm gonna poof. Am I gonna poof?
Okay.
And I don't poof. I just kind of just look real tired in front of you. I'm just now. Why not?
All
Save us,
right.
please.
All right, so with the weird crystal that was placed upon Blackstone's chest now having been removed, we're going to move to the top of the order with the dragon, and that, I think, is a great time for a break. So we're going to take a break, probably about 10 minutes, and we'll be back shortly to see what other chaos this group is going to get into. So hang on, y'all. We'll see y'all very shortly.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the slow coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, hit your wall and nail. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions.
Buttholes.
Nicely done. And welcome back, everybody, to this episode of Ampistrano. We're going to dive right back into it in this fight as we now...
We're gonna die?
No.
Oh. Dive.
Dive. Rebel. I love you. Dive back into this episode as it is the dragon's turn. So, let's begin. Lamia Robo might die. So the dragon, seeing what is happening, is going to fly up. I imagine at this moment kind of flying past Aurea as you're actually moving towards Blackstone, kind of trading spaces. And you see the dragon for a moment hovering around the crystal that you were doing damage to, and it leans forward, placing its head against the stone. And you see the energy kind of misting and cascading around this dragon as its wings kind of fold slightly, almost like it's wrapping around itself. And you can see for, I would say, Toby and Deodora, as you're closer, you can see that the teal of the magic of this crystal is being almost siphoned out and being replaced with this white energy from the dragon as it seems to be trying to heal this crystal, imbuing it with its own energy to replace it. So it's kind of having this little bit of a almost a struggle. You see at moments where it kind of the teal pushes back into the dragon. You see it kind of tense up like it's fighting that corruption again, and then pushing forward with that. That is what's going to use its turn for that. Deodora, you were up, then it's Lair, and then Cribble and Draven.
It's doing that to the crystal that I'm near right now.
Mm-hmm. The one that Aurea was working on.
Yeah. I'm not near the one that Aurea was working on because the one that you said the one that Aurea was working on was up on the ceiling.
Yes. You would still
So
have a
I'm
good
working on-
image of it because it was up in the air. So,
I'm talking about the one that I was near that I was attacking.
yes.
Is it doing the same thing to that one?
No,
No.
it's only working on one crystal at a time.
Okay. Yeah. Question about my previous insight check.
Sure.
You said that the damage that I was doing wasn't working because sometimes the shift weave energy is more about healing through knowledge than anything else.
Correct.
Could I reach out to the shift weave that's in this crystal?
Let's try and see.
Can I get a help action from Sparky?
Sure.
There's another inspiration because I want this to work. Fuck yes. That's a 26.
Okay. Can you also make a spirit check for me with that?
Oh, that was a spirit check.
Okay,
What was I
cool,
supposed to do?
Sorry. There's a lot of rolls bouncing around in my head, so I apologize. Okay.
It's okay.
So you connect with the crystal and you can feel it's almost dormant. It's almost like the shift weave magic itself, instead of it being siphoned off, was just put to sleep. And in that moment, you're awakening it, connecting with it. In this moment, you are not just Deodora and this crystal. You feel your psyche being transported into the crystal, into this plane of ink and golden light, as well as you see, similar to those spectral soldiers that had just appeared in this cavern, you now see another one before you in this vision.
Does it seem malicious like the ones in the cavern?
Mm-hmm.
It's inside the crystal?
Seems to be just kind of, you see it kind of moving around with this kind of sword, only kind of lulling the ink and ichor back to sleep as it kind of had started to shift and move, sensing your presence. And you kind of hear it going shh, like trying to hush it back to sleep.
Does it seem like, I know it's lulling it back to sleep, does it seem like it's like damaged or anything?
It seems like it's
harmed.
intact, but you do notice this kind of very faint, almost like needlepoint stitchwork of teal that's kind of been interwoven in this ink. So it's pulling a little bit of the energy. It's kind of like that kind of analogy of, you know, a frog or like some kind of frog doesn't realize that they're being boiled until it's too late kind of thing. You get the sense that this is what's happening here.
Okay. I want to use my bonus action and just cast Healing Word on the shift weave.
Okay, perfect.
I already rolled, so it's just 6 hit points, but I just want to like sort of like help bolster it so it can fight back.
Sure.
And then I want to, I guess, attack this thing.
Go for it.
that's lulling it to sleep. Is Sparky with me?
Yes, Sparky is with you always, yes. So yes, you'll get advantage at whatever assist from
Does
Sparky.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Okay. It's gonna take off the bat. It's gonna take 6 shift weave damage.
Okay.
And then let's see, 8 plus 5, and then another 13 just slashing damage with my sword.
Amazing. Perfect.
Second attack. Oh, 25 definitely gonna hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
5 spirit damage, and then 8 slashing damage.
8 slashing. Wonderful. Go for it.
I'm gonna action surge.
Go for it.
19 hits.
Yep.
And that's another 19 to hit. Okay, 12 shift weave damage.
Amazing.
12, 14. And then that's another 24 just slashing damage. with the
Okay.
sword.
What does it look like as you end this creature?
I think like shift weaving energy is like kind of flowing over the blade of my sword as I like channel it through, and then I just cut it down if I can to like cutting through like the teal energy that is trying to like weave into the crystal as well to like just destroy it.
Yeah. You see as your blade kind of hits, for each hit, it's almost like a little bit of a cut goes through where the needle pointed or knitted together stitching of this teal energy has kind of happened and wrapped around the shift weave that's present within this crystal, looking almost electrical and lightning in nature. And as each hit happens, you are severing those connections, as well as with the healing that you just dumped into the shift weave, you actually see it starting to slowly move and undulate, like the steady ripples of a tide moving, as it starts to kind of awaken from its slumber and is able to kind of focus around you to assist. The creature that you were fighting against is destroyed.
And then as for my movement, I'm gonna blink over to the next crystal so I can work on that my next turn.
Okay. Can you roll a D100 for me, please?
Sure. $17.
17. Okay. And how much is your movements? Never mind. You answered my question because you're blinking over. Got it. So we'll say then you kind of, after a moment and you see the shift weave calming down, we'll say that you're able to then just kind of pull yourself out of the vision and then blink over towards the next crystal.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are able to.
Okay. And what's that 17 do?
Sorry, what was that?
What's that 17 do?
At 17 hits if you're trying to hit the crystal, or are you trying to do what you did last time?
No. I'm talking about the D100 you made me
roll.
roll.
17. Sorry.
I don't have any more attacks.
Okay, perfect. So with the 17, because you're kind of forcing yourself out of the vision quickly, go ahead and mark off 4 points of psychic damage as you're kind of wrenching yourself out of it, forcing yourself awake.
Okay.
Amazing. Wonderful. All right, next up is the lair. Who wants to roll a D100 for me?
Purchasely.
All right, go ahead, Dimples. Three. Okay. Toby, you feel a sense of coldness settling around you, as similar to Tideborn and Blackstone. You feel a portion of your spirit kind of being siphoned out. I need you to take 11 points of spirit damage for me, please.
That is druidic phobic.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, as the camera now moves over towards Cribble and Draven.
Yar.
Real quick,
Yes.
Jordan, have these creatures had a turn to go yet, or are they after
They are
this?
after Cribble and Draven.
Okay.
So, I saw these things fuck up Blackstone.
You also see this
Yeah.
big, bright, like wall of light that they're currently in the middle of.
Let's amplify that. Let's make it worse. What do we think, Cribble? All right. Let's see. How many more spell slots do I got left real quick? Yeah, I'm so good. We gonna do another one of them spirit bombs. I mean,
Okay.
let's see. No, Cribble, not Coriel. $17.
17 to hit.
Yes.
Yes, that does hit.
Then another level 2 guiding bolt.
Okay.
So that is going to be 18 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Another bolt goes through. What does it look like as you were hitting with that guiding bolt?
Just more anime shit. Just on top of Draven's head, just like
Sure.
bringing this in and just swinging it at things like he's shooting fireballs like he's Mario or something.
Amazing.
But radiant damage.
Wonderful. Okay.
Draven's going to follow up. Actually, no, I can't do that. Never mind. Draven's going to follow up. I'll do that next turn. Yeah, let's do it. Haha, I get advantage. That is another motherfucking nat 20.
Let's go. There you go, Dimple.
This ain't gonna happen to me again. We do weird shit with our spirit, right?
Yeah.
So could I potentially throw some extra shit at you here?
Sure. Why not?
So I have this trident of fish command. I just hit a nat 20.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I'll do some like weird spirit shit with it. Though, to be honest with you, Draven would have no idea what the fuck he's doing. And as he's sticking this thing with his trident, there's like a big fucking whale mouth that just kind of comes out of it and then just splashes on it with water.
I love it.
Well, there's spirit
No,
water
there
damage.
is
I just want to make it more terrifying.
Well, there is water around the kind of platform that you're on, so you could, like, as you're kind of hitting.
Yeah, some Legend of Korra shit.
Yeah,
Just
Legend of Korra shit kind of just happens. Yeah.
just a fish just comes and
Yep.
how much
Wonderful.
spirit do I need to use this? Or can I tell you how much? Like, how would this work?
So go ahead. You would need to tell me how much spirit you want to offer up.
Well, I got that. Can I use that temp
Temp?
that I
Yeah,
got
you can
as
use
part
that.
of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do an Aurea and bring it up to like 30.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna use it. You just use it, all of it.
Just use all of it. Yes. Let's go. Wonderful.
All right, so, bring that down. Bring that down. All right, yeah. Cool. So that would do that. Let's use my. It's still alive, isn't it?
Barely, but it's hanging on.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
motherfucker.
close.
All right. Then, in that case, I will use my
Sweet.
battle die to. Theodora, you haven't used your reaction yet.
I have not.
Yeah. Let's do my normal shenanigans and give Theodora an attack.
Wonderful.
Am I near anything to attack right now?
Oh, I thought you were still fighting this crystal thing.
You haven't entered
No,
the
I
second
no, I
crystal yet.
killed it.
Oh, never mind then.
Sorry.
So who else is in melee or
I think Aurea and Toby, maybe, or Blackstone too.
I'm in melee with Blackstone.
Yes.
then Aurea?
Yeah. Aurea, Tideborn, and Blackstone, y'all are somewhat together. And there is one Revenant there, and then there were 3 that are currently stuck in that wall of light that Blackstone cast. And the dragon is over in that direction as well.
And I'm just like, Aurea, punch things!
Okay.
And there is a Revenant right there, right by where Tideborn and everybody is. So, easily could.
She says, I have been, and gestures towards Blackstone.
You get to use your attack.
I get to actually attack now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
I was like, you looked confused. Let me explain.
It wasn't my turn. I wasn't paying attention. Does it work just a single attack?
Yes.
I'll use quarterstaff then. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
For 13 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And your quarterstaff is not magical, I'm assuming, correct?
No, but it's cool because it pops out.
It is cool. It's
I
I
thought you
wear
were
it on
gonna
my wrist,
use
like a
your
bracelet.
fists, which are magical fists.
Oh, wait, that's true. Okay, can I retcon that and say I punch it? I forgot.
I will allow
my
it this
fists are
one
magic.
time, but yes, remember. Yes. Yes, you can. It happens.
28 to hit.
There you go. Yes. That hits.
10 points of damage. See, you got like God,
There you go.
thanks.
How would you like to end this creature, April?
I think Aurea doesn't know she killed the thing. Blackstone yelled at her about something, and she kind of like turned and backhands it on accident, and like backhands it into like the wall of whatever, and totally like it was an accident. None of
It's
that
like
that debt was
hand,
dead.
but also
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it was probably more of the wing, just kind
Oh,
of flew around and hit it with her hand. Yeah.
I could just see the comedy of like Blackstone saying something and Aurea turning around and backhanding this creature into the wall and being like, "What do you expect me to do? It's not like I have all of this knowledge that you have about how to use this stuff." And it's very funny.
Amazing. Incredible. I love it. Okay, so anything else, Cribble or Draven?
What? Oh yeah, that's it. There's just a moment where Draven, as he does this, and he sees the spirit thing splash over his things, like, that wasn't me, was it?
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, whoever's next.
So, the three of the specters that are caught in that wall of light.
Get to make a saving throw.
Yes, they do. And that is a 19, a 22, and a 24.
Okay, so they save on all of those.
Okay.
They, since they're in the area of that wall, they all get to take 20 radiant damage.
Okay. Alright, I'll take that damage and again fly forward towards you again, Blackstone. First one to hit. That was a natural 20. Okay. Can you make a strength savings throw, please?
Wait, someone's hitting Blackstone?
Yeah.
Yep.
The three revenants
Sentinel,
booked it
right?
over.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think you can. I think you used your reaction already.
Yeah. you
No,
used
I
it.
didn't use my reaction. I just turned around, and what happened happened.
You know
I
what?
thought
Actually,
we
that is
discussed it.
true.
Aurea.
That is
We-
true.
we
You
said
did.
that.
You
No, you
absolutely
did.
did turn around.
Aurea
and
did
it
not know
wasn't a
she
reaction.
doesn't remember. She didn't use it.
Strength savings throw, please, Blackstone.
That
swear to
strength
fucking
saving
God.
throw with a modifier 0 is a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Nicely done. Okay.
Blackstone shows it his.
Can you go ahead and make
the last
another one?
Jordan, I'm gonna throw Blackstone into the fire next. We're just gonna get rid of him.
Like, but what? But like, the question is, but why though, right? But why? Okay, that is a total of 16.
Okay. You do become grappled.
Okay.
2 other hits miss you just before you're grappled.
Okay.
And the last 2 are gonna hit. Can you please mark off?
The last 2 are gonna hit. How? Like, what did they do?
23 and a 22.
A 23 and a 22. Okay. A mark off how much of what?
Okay. In total, that is going to be, sorry, Salem is in my way. Please. That is going to be 21 points of bludgeoning damage. You are currently grappled. And on one of those other hits, the one that is not grappling you is going to go ahead and place another one of those crystals that just immediately embeds itself in to your chest.
Okay.
And that is it for their turns. We then shift the camera as it's placing it, and you feel it connecting to the stonework and plating of your chest. And again, you hear Carmen almost trying to run away into the deep recesses of your mind and in your soul. But it's still kind of being pulled. Immediately you get the images of like almost these kind of chains kind of wrapping themselves around Carmen and starting to pull her in. It is your turn.
Okay. So I need the creature that placed the crystal on me to... Well, actually, never mind. They don't need to do a thing. I need to do a thing. Okay. That is a 25 to hit, so...
Yeah, that hits.
That's the
Man,
soul
there's
being
a fast-
sucked.
There's a Fast and a Furious race going
Yeah.
on in the next cave, actually.
That is
creature
Corbin
who-
revving up the carriage to come and help. Like, that is just Corbin coming to help.
The creature that just placed that crystal on me takes 22 radiant damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I guess I'm going to use a bonus action to do another Misty Step out of whatever this grapple is.
Okay. And where are you Misty stepping to? Are you moving back towards where the wall was? Are you moving towards where Deodora's at, on the kind of, at this point, on the right side, or where Toby is at on the left? Where are you Misty stepping?
Probably toward Deodora.
Okay. All right. So you
So
Misty
that's
step.
like 30 feet over. Well, that's however far that is with a maximum of 30.
Okay, you'll get part of the way there.
Okay.
Okay. Anything
And
else?
that is it for turns.
Okay. Toby, you're up, or you're on deck.
How many crystals are there?
So one is being currently worked on by the dragon. That's the one that by the doors that you just came in. One has been fixed, and that was the diamond one. That has been completely fixed by Deodora. Currently, that Deodora has moved over to the amethyst one. There's that one left, as well as the one that you're working on. So there's 2 left.
2 left.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Does this work? No, it's just right. I'm gonna use 30 spirit points too.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stomp the ground, and like lava flows from my foot and surrounds everybody, including the 2 crystals. And I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds on everybody.
What is the range for Mass Cure Wounds?
60.
60. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit both of them. Okay. So go ahead and roll for Mass Cure Wounds.
So it's gonna be Draven, Deodora, Oria, Blackstone, and the 2 crystals.
Okay.
And everybody is gonna get. Oh, nice. Plus what? 24
24. Okay.
hit points back, and the 30 spirit points.
Okay.
I'm back up to full. Thank you, baby.
Okay. So as you cast, you do see that reflects and takes towards everybody that you mentioned that was impacted. It seems to register with the crystals, but doesn't seem to take. As it again siphons in. But I'm going to give you this, Toby. Why don't you make a nature check for me, please?
Oh. Okay, please do. Dirty 20.
What was that?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Disgusting 20.
Amazing. Okay. You're focusing in and you're seeing the magic taking and it's impacting your friends, helping them out as they're seemingly trying to figure this out. And you do feel the crystal is siphoning it and seems to almost be trying to latch on to that energy. Not to just steal it away. There seems like there's two forces engrossed in this. The dirty 20. You see that these crystals that are embedded within the wall, this was done with druidic magic. This wasn't, oh, someone put this crystal and then smashed it into the wall until it went in. No, someone formed rock around these crystals so that it became parts of the chamber itself in very, very faint cortation. It almost looks like scratch marks. And that's indeed what it looked like when you first looked at it. You can see that on here are blessings of druids that have been here that helped to manufacture these stones together. And in
It's Scooby.
and in quotation, you can see that it reads, through spirit and healing, find the realest you.
It's smart to do that, but
What was that?
I'm not that smart, so
Oh, okay.
I'll just relay that to everybody. It says that. It says and that. Okay, so Bolita is gonna go next. And is gonna fire feather the closest to Aurea.
Okay. You're fire feathering what exactly? Are you going for the
The
crystal?
Revenant. The
Revenant? Okay.
Spectre, or
Okay, got
whatever it is.
Okay, cool.
That's 19 to hit.
That hits.
And 13 points of fire damage.
Okay. As the Revenant by Aurea and where Blackstone used to be lights up into further flames from it, still taking that energy. It's still up at this moment, but you did a heck of a damage to it.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Wonderful. Aurea, you are up.
Okay. How many things are there for me to punch now?
There are 3 Revenants by you. They made a beeline over here because they were going directly for Blackstone.
Yeah. And I don't have any soul to pull out his gem again. I'm just gonna hit the people holding Blackstone, because isn't one holding Blackstone still?
Nope.
Or they let go?
Blackstone Missy stepped
Oh,
out
okay.
and moved
He's
towards
over
Oh.
by
Wait a
me.
minute. Wait, who did Toby's healing go to?
All of you.
So
And the
yeah,
crystals.
You should have an additional 30 spirit points, Aurea.
Oh, that heals spirit points?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I charged it with spirit
Oh, you
points.
did?
Too.
Okay, sorry. Then
Oh,
yes,
okay,
you would,
so I have
you would get a portion of that.
37. Never mind. I fly after Blackstone and start punching him in the chest.
No, I think I see Aurea coming over there. I see Aurea coming, right? And before you take off, probably right in the middle of the beginning of that leap, I just shake my head and I go, hey. Basically it's one of those things are dangerous. As long as they're here, this is going to keep being a problem. You should deal with them. That's basically what you got.
His chest is also concave now, and he doesn't want to get punched in the chest again.
I will get possessed. Stop hitting me. I think Aurea goes to turn around. Blackstone shakes his head, pops out the staff, and just turns back around and just hits one of them.
Sounds good.
So we staff one. That's 23
That hits.
to hit.
Yep.
10 damage. I'll hit him again. 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay. Then flurry of blows. Ooh, 17 to hit.
Sorry, what was that? I'm sorry.
17 to hit.
17 hits,
I don't
yeah.
think that hit. Oh, okay. For 8.
Okay.
Hit him again. 15 doesn't hit.
Okay.
Do I? I can't poof anymore, apparently. I'm very upset about this. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. We move back to the top of the order. The dragon is still continuing working on that one gem. Sure. And also, okay. Yes. Thank you, Sin, for rolling those concentration checks, because Wall of Light is concentration. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. Perfect. Okay. Deodora, you're up. Then it's the Lair, and Cribble and Draven, you're on deck.
I think Deodora's gonna look to Blackstone real quick to see if they need her help before she goes into this crystal.
I think it's one of those, does Blackstone look like they need help? Probably. But if you were to ask them, it would be like, I need help, and there might be larger problems to deal with.
Okay. Is there any... Do I get any sense that there's shift weave in the gemstone that's in Blackstone's chest?
None. There's no shift weave-in signature on it at all.
Okay. I think... God, I'm trying to think, because Deodora wants to help Blackstone, but also wants to deal with this crystal shit. I think she would stay and help Blackstone. So she's gonna stay and help Blackstone.
Okay.
God, I have this giant greatsword. Maybe it's not a great idea for me to just hit Blackstone. Here's what I'll do. Deodora's gonna go into the crystal. Sparky's gonna stay behind and give Blackstone the help action for when they want to pull the crystal out of their own chest.
Okay.
And Sparky does have, he has a 5 spirit point charge, so he can help with those too if needed. I'm gonna go into the crystal. I'm gonna go fight another shadow thing.
Okay. Can you make another shift weave-in check for me, please?
Yep. 19.
Yep. You similarly find yourself within the crystal in this vision. This time you see, instead of the shift weave itself, it's kind of manifested into what looks to be creatures. Similar to Sparky, blink dogs that are at this moment kind of chained by this kind of teal energy into place.
Oh, hell no. Okay. And is there a shadow
There's
creature
another
thing
one
in
there.
here?
Yep. And
Yeah,
you kind of see at this moment
furious.
their back is turned to you and they're holding this kind of teal light. And you can see from that's where all the chains kind of collect, as well as the shift weave and magic, which is not asleep. Seemingly, whatever you did in that first crystal sent a shock wave of shift weave and energy into all of these crystals, which awoke it from its slumber. And now they are fighting back to the best ability, but they are also weakened. So, yes.
Okay. First attack's a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Second attack is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
I'm gonna do Great Weapon Master on that first one.
Okay.
So that's an additional 10 damage. So it's gonna take 9 shift weave damage.
Okay.
And then a regular damage, 10, 12, 15, and then 17 slashing damage. So total 17 plus 9, 28 plus 10, 38 damage.
Amazing. Yeah, it takes that damage. What does it look like as you were kind of hacking at this thing? It's still up, but you are doing a fair bit of damage to it.
I mean, I see all these chained puppies and I get real fucking mad. And I just like, it's like no thoughts head empty. I just start swinging. And I think like as I'm hitting it, like my sword is sort of hitting like these teal like chains as well to try to like free these blink dogs, so they can take their revenge.
Yeah, no, that works perfectly. And they will, on your turn, kind of act at the same time and try and bite at this creature.
Okay.
And well, one misses. One was a little surprised you came in and was like, "Wait, what?" Wait, what? Who's this? A friend? Who? Let's see. The other one does hit and immediately goes for this being's ankles, immediately biting down on this kind of darkness around. Yes.
Did that first one roll with advantage because we'd be flanking?
It did, yes.
Okay.
Yep. So it unfortunately missed. The second one did hit though, and has latched on, and it is doing. It did 8 additional damage. And then the other 2 are gonna also attack, and they also hit for 16 points of biting damage in total between the 2 of them. So nicely
Sick.
done. Okay.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Perfect. We move out of the crystal. Who would like to roll a D100 for me, please?
I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do it
Okay.
this time, and it's gonna be good.
Okay.
34.
34. Okay. Theodora, as you are hitting with everything you've got, freeing these creatures, I need you to mark off 10 spirit damage.
How fucking dare you?
As-
And to the love of Aurea's life.
I'm sorry, I rolled Theodora. I'm sorry. So.
Mhm.
You know what? Deodora's like feels something in her chest hurt. He's like, Aurea, how could you? I'm kidding.
she knows it was me.
Amazing.
Theodora looks fine.
Yeah, we'll flavor that that kind of creature has turned its entire body towards you, Theodora, as you've been hacking away at it, and it raises the chains, and for a moment, it's like this surge of kind of cold energy comes coursing through you and into that, siphoning that off. Okay.
It's April. It's fine. I have 117 spirit points. I'm good.
Oh yeah,
to know.
I didn't. It was that bad.
As the camera will phase out of the crystal and towards Cribble and Draven.
Okay. So, how many of these cloaked shitters are still
3
left?
of them left. One is looking pretty fucked up thanks to Aurea. The other 2 are looking okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing the same thing with Cribble. Yeah, let's throw another guiding bolt out here. I'm not gonna go after the one that's the most fucked up, actually, though. Yeah, not with the guiding bolt. So I'm gonna throw the guiding bolt out there. The last level 2 slot. That's gonna be 26 to hit.
That hits.
Why does this keep happening to me? I level this shit up and it's like, you rolled a 1. So that is gonna be 23 radiant damage.
Okay. All right. And you said you're going for the one that was not fucked up by Aurea, correct?
Not
Got
that
it.
one. I'm going after the one, I don't know, behind it, beside it, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Draven is going to follow up. Same deal. More Naruto running. Anyway, that's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And let's ramp this shit up again. Let's just drop some more of these spirits points.
Yeah.
Drop another twomp in there, so we bring that down 20 of them.
Okay.
So that'll be 10 magical piercing damage to go along with it.
Okay. Still up, but barely.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Oria before. Oria, punch more.
Huh? What? Turns around, tries to understand what he's saying.
An attack.
17 to hit.
Just hits.
8 fist damage.
All right. It is up.
Ah, damn it. Well, I'll do what you can do.
Almost. Got that one.
That's it. That's all.
Okay.
That's all the stuff I can do.
All right. In response to that,
How far are these creatures from the wall?
from the wall of light, they move
To the windows,
their
the walls.
full speed, so it would have been 25 feet. 20 feet?
Okay. Okay, it has like a range area effect where they take damage as long as they're near the wall
Got it.
or within the range of the wall. That is whenever they take their turn, that is another 25 radiant damage.
Okay, sounds good. It is their turn. So the one that Draven and Oria have been working at basically implodes with light from that because they only had 19 hit points left. So you were so close. That's what I was like, you're so close.
I would be looking at this and being like, just when you think that the thing didn't take, you would almost think you did that on purpose because it's less like, surely this creature's going to die, and then it takes a step, it explodes into light particles, and you're just like, am I a paladin?
Amazing. The other two, let's see. One is gonna make 2 attacks on you, Oria. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And the second one is a 23.
Those both hit.
Okay. That is gonna be 25 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as it swings with these hammers that it has. The other one is going to go for Draven.
Is it magic damage? I don't take it if it's not magic damage. That's not true, but I just felt.
It still counts. Let's go. That is going to be a 19 to hit Draven.
That hits.
Okay. 16, which misses, I believe.
That misses.
Okay, so the 19 will hit. That's going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage as this one kind of slams. Not loving that you're kind of cheering your friends on and doing these slaps in the face with the wings and such. Not loving that. Amazing. That is it for it as we move to Blackstone.
Okay, so Carmen, this is a very scary time, but these are the times that we're in. And when the enemy is before us, we do not run. We are not prey. We are hunters. And Blackstone is going to make... hold on for a moment real quick. I need to make a concentration saving throw.
Sparky is there to give you help actions.
Okay. What can I do with the help action, just so I'm clear on that? Does it just give me advantage on things? Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to use that help action on this concentration saving throw. Blackstone is going to create a knife made out of golden spirit energy, laced with this cobalt blue, and is going to jab that knife into this embedded crystal.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Do I need to roll to hit myself?
Yes. Because it has a separate DC to hit. Salem, come on. For those of you around Blackstone, which would just be Sparky at this moment, you see that blade as Blackstone's raising it up in the air.
That is a 24 to hit.
Okay, that does hit.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
8 piercing damage,
Okay.
40 spirit damage.
Okay. It is hanging on for life, but it is still there. As you see pieces of it falling to the floor.
Do I remember how much, like, I guess, do I remember how much Oria did to it?
That's up to you whether you would be able to, you think, calculate how much of Oria she would kind of give. And you do take that piercing damage as an FYI.
Oh, I already put that in there.
Perfect.
It's fine.
Wanted to make sure.
You know, I guess we will then have to do, I suppose, damage part 2.
What was your question, Fair?
Would Sparky have to attack to give Blackstone that 5 spirit charge that he has?
Yeah.
Okay. Sparky's gonna attack the
Okay.
gem.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Okay. 26 plus just 1. So that's gonna be just 3 piercing damage and then
Okay.
5.
Sorry, what was that?
3 piercing and then 5 just spirit damage to the gem.
Got it. Okay, sorry, I heard a door and it got super loud, so I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
My bad.
No worries.
Yeah.
I was confused. I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from. Okay. All right. So you'll take 3 piercing Blackstone with that. And you see the pin fall to the ground. It is off of the Blackstone. You've removed it.
But I think that is something that everybody sees. Like, you know, like for those of you who are watching, you would see this kind of bright flash of light where the energies are conflicting between this crystal and this knife before it dissipates and bits of the crystal fall to the floor. Right after that would be next time, Carmen, it'll be your turn.
You hear nothing in response. She's seemingly using all of her energy to kind of shove herself into the deepest recesses of your mind and soul. But you do get the idea she got your message.
And then as let me see, where are these creatures are fairly far away, right?
They are 30 feet away.
Okay. How much movement do I have in the room behind me?
I mean, you have the whole rest section of the room, so if you wanted to move, you could.
Okay. I'm going to head back toward Theodora with Sparky because, obviously Sparky's here and I can see them. And I guess I'm going to pick the weakest creature between the two.
So you're heading over to Aurea, correct?
No, to Theodora.
You
I
went
think you
to
were already
Theodora.
near me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I teleported toward Theodora, but I wasn't able to cover that whole distance. I only traveled 30
But
feet.
Sparky
Theodora
moved
was further
towards
away
you.
than that,
So
I think.
you're gonna move further closer to Theodora, who's up against the crystal. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Okay.
And when I get there, I make eye contact with Theodora, and I give her a nod like, hey, thanks. I appreciate that.
You make eye contact, but Theodora, you can tell, is clearly not home right now. She has a very glazed look on her face and seems to be in deep concentration on whatever is going on the crystal ahead of her.
Same look that I have when Draven tries to get me to read a book.
I place a hunter's mark on one of the two creatures that are left.
Okay. Yep.
Wait, no, I don't. That's a lie. Because that's concentration, and we can't do that.
There you go. Amazing.
I guess I'll just take use that bonus action to dodge then.
Okay. All right, Toby, you're up. Aurea, you're on deck.
Dex 15 on the one that is closest to Blackstone.
Okay.
That would be probably over where Ori and Tideborn are, because I'm
Ori and
fairly...
Tideborn are in the back kind of section, back where like the tunnels are, to give you an idea. And then Theodora is right near there as well, but it's a little bit further down, right by that amethyst, basically. So getting closer to you, so you would be able to.
Okay. Yeah, I need one of those specters or whatever they are to make a dexterity 15.
Okay, that is a 17 with that dex.
Okay, it's still gonna take 16 lightning damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
And Belita's gonna attack the same one with a fire arrow. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 11 fire damage.
Amazing. As the arrow kind of, I imagine, almost looks like a streak of like a needle going through the air, and it just kind of ignites with fire.
Definitely.
Yeah. Amazing.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Aurea, you are up. Then it's the dragon, and Theodora, you're on deck.
Hi. Hit.
Okay.
Staff 1. 26.
That hits.
9.
Okay.
I'll do it again if it's still standing.
It is up.
21.
Okay. And are you hitting
13.
with your staff, or are you punching?
Staff.
Okay.
First staff.
Okay.
So I guess I should have probably screw it. It's what I do. Now flurry of blows.
Okay.
Nat 20 for 29.
There you go. Yes.
So that's 11 points of damage.
Okay.
That's full damage, doubled.
Amazing.
I rolled a 6, and I have a d6 plus 5, so that would be 22 points of damage.
Okay. It is barely hanging on, but it is still up.
God damn! I punched it again.
Okay, go for it.
For 24.
Yep.
For 9 more damage.
Okay. How do you end this creature? It had 8 hit points.
Just stay down, please.
Amazing.
She's just punching it in the face repetitively.
Amazing. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, poof. Do I poof?
Do you poof?
I poof! Natural 20 poof! Wild magic surge!
Yay, you poof.
Wild magic surge!
Okay. Go
I
ahead
forgot
and
what I
roll
rolled
a
for that.
D100.
We haven't done that in forever. Okay, shit, this could be bad.
Everybody gets a fireball.
39.
39. Okay, let me pull up my table. It's been a minute.
We
since
didn't
we've
even
done
have
it.
Oria's table. Yeah, like Oria hasn't
Hang on.
poofed in forever.
I know,
No,
I put it
not
away. I was like,
Spotify.
it hasn't happened in a bit. Let me pull it out. Hang on. Let me grab.
Is today the day where
Is
everyone
today.
sees how Oria met Theodora?
It is.
Okay, so
know that.
it's not gonna happen until I poof back, I think, because I poof out of
Correct.
existence.
That was exactly what you needed. So that is what you
Okay, I will tell you. Can I, if you allow, can I describe it when it's
Go
my
for
turn
it.
again, where I poof back? Which they wouldn't get it until I poof back.
Then you could wait if you want.
It's up to you. Would they see her turn into one before she poofs
No,
away, or
it's when
she
you
gets
come back. You go. Poof.
Okay. So okay, well then now that I'm
That's
in,
amazing.
get ready to catch. Now that I'm in the veil,
Yes.
does this room look any different?
So, you see the room itself has been imbued with, again, that kind of spirit energy. You are also getting, like, all the blips of fairy magic, fairy architecture, druid magic, shift weaving, and there's even some archaic magic holding everything together. The dragon is almost ablaze with this light, with spectral and shift weaving. And the interesting thing is you don't notice there being a body anywhere of this dragon in this room.
Interesting.
There's
Okay.
no, like, the walls aren't made up of what was the dragon's body, for instance. What's interestingly enough too, you have seen the soul of a dragon before. You fought one in the Druid Glade. The signature of this spirit around this dragon is not draconic.
Oria
It's humanoid.
starts. Huh?
It's humanoid.
Okay. You wouldn't be able to hear it yet, but Oria starts yelling, "Blackstone, it's humanoid, it's humanoid, it's humanoid!" as she's telepathically trying to give everything to Blackstone. Anytime Oria's in a situation, she's just trying to memorize it enough so she could give it to Blackstone.
Sure.
Like, everything is just
Yep.
a Blackstone data dump.
You also see all of these crystals seem to be serving a purpose. Amethyst
Okay.
for protection. The diamond, you can see, actually is even more finite with, around the diamond itself, there are small bits of opal. So the veil and the presence of that is here. You are also getting, again, shift weave and presence from the topaz, and that is, instead of protection, it's healing and knowledge.
Oh,
There's something in here, obviously the armor, but there also wasn't the sword that Theodora has mentioned looking for. That is nowhere in this room either. But that immediately, this whole room lights up for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You'll get that all Blackstone when I poof back.
Amazing. All right, we are back at the top of the order, and the dragon is still working on that stone. It's been giving him a lot of trouble. Okay. He's taking quite a bit of damage. That was 31 spirit damage to him. Okay. As all of you are starting to see, the dragon itself is starting to flicker, almost like it's in and out. That is it for its turn. Theodora, you're up, then it's the lair.
Okay, are these little guys flanking with me?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Great.
They know.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Another 22 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 27 damage,
Okay.
8 of which is shift weave damage.
How do you end this creature and send it to its nothingness?
I let the fucking blink dogs attack it like fucking Scar and Lion King.
Hell yeah.
It just gets jumped.
Imagine you like snap your fingers and they just all leap into action, and
Yeah.
like at that moment is when you're kind of pulling yourself out of the gem. Sure.
Yeah. I have a question.
Sure.
You said before that these stones seem connected. Do I sense in here that there is a way for me to just get to the next gemstone without having to leave it?
Why don't you make a shift weave in check?
Can these little guys help me?
You gotta do one.
Well, no, I said, can they help me?
I'm sorry, what?
Can the blink dogs help me?
Yes,
with that?
it's not you that's having difficulty, it's me because my AC is on and it's really loud, so that's all.
Gotcha.
19. 19, okay. You focus in for a moment and your vision kind of fades into ichor. And you see from that almost these kind of blackened tendrils connecting each of the different crystals. So yes, you very easily could bounce to another one. The question is, which one do you want to bounce to? Do you want to focus and bounce to the one that the dragon is currently focusing on, or the one
Yes.
that is over by Toby?
The dragon.
Okay, all right. Yep, you find yourself in this one, and in this moment you see, as everything shifts away. Hang on one second, Salem's doing something.